there's 90 million Iranians, right?
Yeah.
10 million of them have guns. You kill the Ayatollah, you kill every general and such like that. You still have the larger part of 10 million very committed Iranians with guns who will stay the course, and they will. And they don't care about killing other Iranians who they don't even see as their brothers and sisters. They're apostates or they're threats to their their lifestyle, because the IRGC takes very good care of themselves. It's very corrupt. They run all the business. They have all the money. They have all the resources.
Is it safe to say it's like it's almost an internal civil war? It sounds like you have the religious fundamentalists versus the nationalists. Is that fair, or?
I don't think we're there yet. And I think, in fact, that's part of the messaging that the regime does. The regime goes, yeah, I know these are tough times, but it could be worse. We could be in a civil war. And there's something to that. And, I've lived in all these war zones. I've lived among people who are like going through just incredible deprivation or suffering. At the end of the day, people just want to survive.
Sure.
They want to feed their children. They want to, live to the next day. So when the Shah was overthrown, your viewers will, who studied it, if not lived it, it was ultimately general strikes. It was ultimately when the poor came out as well, and they protested and they closed down the country. The Shah chose not to kill 10, 20, 30,000 people, and he abdicated and left. That's not going to happen with this regime. Even if Khamenei is gone, even if, the current line of generals are gone, because there are still 10 million people who have the guns, who have the money, who have the power, who have no place else to go and no intention to go. And they would rather rule a hermit kingdom in ruins than give up. And they've also learned from history certain lessons. Gorbachev tried to reform the Soviet Union. There was a coup. The coup didn't work. The Soviet Union collapsed. Gaddafi, he got killed by his people. He reformed. He gave up his nuclear weapons. The Ukrainians gave up their nuclear weapons, try to get ingratiated with the West. He's no longer with us. In 1989, the Chinese people came on the streets. The Chinese government started to reform. The protests got more severe. They ultimately cracked down. I think those are the lessons these people look at, not because they're pure evil, but because they're pragmatists and they're survivalists, right? And they believe it's okay if the United States bombs Iran, knocks everything out, knocks our power out. The United States will not send 200,000 troops to occupy Iran. God knows, I hope they don't. And they
Hope
know
not.
that. And if you're not on the ground, you could destroy everything you care to. My assessment is that those people who still have the power, who have the guns, are not likely to give up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why we tried all different things over my years since the revolution, right? We've tried, softer policy, harder policy, maximum policy, engagement, lifting sanctions, applying sanctions, reaching out to the opposition, doing this, all in the hope that, those 80 million people are going to ultimately rise up. They're not. One, because they can't afford to. And when they do, the regime cuts them down and will continue to.